I did say I'd go back and do this properly. I did say, and now here I am. Now, we're going to recoup the scenes we didn't get before. We've got up to 80 coolness with, what's-her-face, old Swatmobile, Jill. And now we have this scene when we go running with her, with Clara again. So we're going to see how it goes. Clara seems unusually quiet on our jog today. Hey, Clara? Yeah, you seem unhappy. Is something wrong? You seem unhappy. What on earth gives you that idea, man? I don't know what you're on about. It's nothing, I'm just not feeling well. Are you sick or something? No, not really. It's just I'm still worried about Dad. Yeah, he'll be fine. The doctor said everything would be okay, right? Yeah, I guess after all this time, it's really getting to me, though. Well, then, it looks like you need a pick-me-up. Huh? Keep your plans open for tonight, okay? Okay. Check me out. Just call me Whirlwind Romance Steve. We spend the rest of the jog in silence. I drop Clara off at her place and hurry back to the farmhouse. Welcome, Steve. Did you enjoy your jog? No, it was like hell. It was okay, but Clara's feelings are still really down. I was hoping I could take her out tonight to cheer her up. Any suggestions? I see. You've taken a fancy to her then. No. Maybe. Don't say it like that. Yeah, let this old man tease you once in a while. Whatever you say. Well, let me think over. For her, there's a drive-in movie theatre in the next town over. I'm sure she'd enjoy that. You can borrow the truck and take her there tonight. Really? Of course, just don't stay out too late. That sounds great. Thanks, Uncle. Of course. I'm expecting this to be like the Grease scene now. It's just like making out in the back of a car. I suggest something inappropriate and she's like, oh my god! And then throws a ring at me. Fuck, I need a ring. Bollocks, the only flaw to this plan! I knock on Clara's door and she answers immediately. Fucking hell, that was quick. Here's Steve. Hey, ready for a nice relaxing night? What am I wearing? Oh my god, I've changed clothing! Oh wow, this is the work of Jehovah himself. Am I ever? Oh fuck, I actually need to skip by one. Well, let's go. Wasn't any important anyway. I open the truck door for her and she leaps in happily. We drive along the road that Uncle directed me down. Cute shirt. Oh, you like it? Well, I figured it couldn't hurt to wear something nice for you. She giggles. Well, I think you look great. Christ, what's this? Hang on, look. Hang on. Look at this, smiling, joking around. She giggles. Well, I think you look great. Serious face. Jesus. So, how are you feeling? I guess I'm okay, thinking about Daddy. I know he'll be fine. I don't know why I'm so worried. Hey, you love him, don't you? Of course. Then that's why you're worried. It's only natural. I guess so. Being able to spend more time with him was good, though. Oh? Yeah, well, I think we're closer to seeing eye to eye now. We might actually reach a compromise. Surprise. That's great! See, everything's going to work out. I hope so. We drive along, chatting on and off until we reach a drive in the theatre. I drive around the lot in circles until I find a place to park. Wow, this place is packed. Hang on. This is a drive-in movie theatre, as in you sort of like pull up and then there's a huge screen, right? Why is there trucks here? Like, well, they say trucks. Well, yeah, like a pickup truck. I can kind of get that, but that, I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, I gotta go here. I got a thing of, what's that, a duck? I got a delivery to a Chinese shop in a bit, so, like, whatever. Wow, this place is packed. I back slowly into a stall and turn off the engine. I'm gonna get some snacks, okay? Sure. I run into the snack stand and return quickly with bucket full of popcorn and 2 drinks. Thanks, this is like a real date, huh? Only if you want it to be. Clara winks at me. I want it to be. You're just gonna ignore that. Oh my god, what is this, 1910? Like, hang on. I get sure, you know, drawing one of these pictures may be very hard, but what the fuck is that? It looks like someone watching a very dark scene of Titanic whilst on LSD. Oh my god. Before I can respond, the movie starts up. It appears to be a sort of adrenaline-pumping action flick called Zombies in the Rice. That's probably a parody of another film. I've just never heard of the film, because I don't watch films. Especially not zombie ones. The hero races across a barren Japanese landscape, slicing and dicing all the zombies that cross his path. I'm about to make a joke about how cheesy it is all when I feel Clara squeeze my hand. She's actually really into it. As the hero takes a break at the abandoned temple. Of course there's an abandoned temple. The music suddenly turns dark. The music suddenly turns dark. I don't hear it either. Shadows dance across the screen, flickering across the body of the sleeping hero. I can feel my breath tighten as I wonder if a horde of zombies is about to finish off our hero while he dreams. I'll give you a clue. Clara's eyes are completely riveted to the movie screen. I lean over and whisper ominously in her ear. Boo! She jumps in her seat, spilling popcorn across the floor. Steve! She hisses at me under her breath. That wasn't funny. Yeah, it was, is what I do. She pouts and leans over before delivering a gentle punch to my chest. Even though she acts angry, she spends the rest of the movie leaning against me. As the credits begin to roll, I can feel her body relax in my arms. That was so cool. That's what someone who's relaxed says. Yeah, I really thought he wasn't going to make it out of that last fight. I can't believe the old monk was the one controlling all the zombies. No kidding, that was a good twist, especially since he faked his own death. Clara sighs happily as she leans against my head against my shoulder. Does that mean say her head? Her head, yeah, I just misread it. Around us, other cars are already pulling out of the lot. So? Oh, come on, this is a date, right? Yeah, what about it? Clara cuts off my sentence with a swift movement. I am the greatest of all the romance. Kind of. She wraps her arms around me and presses her lips into mine. Her lips taste sweet. For a brief moment, I'm frozen with surprise. With a ponytail like that, I would be as well. But I close my eyes and wrap my arms around her, drawing her in closer to me. Ladies. She runs her hand down my back. I hold her tightly, ignoring the world around us. We finally pull away from each other slowly. Wow. We finally pull away from each other slowly. Yeah, I don't see it either. My heart is pounding wildly, and it looks like hers is doing the same. I pull her back towards me to kiss her again. She doesn't resist. Wow, I love you so much. Whoa! First date, Trico! I love you too. Whoa! First date! What's this about? Christ, I can feel the bullets flying by me! In the soft glow of the streetlights, Clara looks more beautiful than I've ever seen her before. She looks like she's just in a ghost. She's pale. Steve, you're just... Clara giggles and leans against my shoulder again. You're just so wonderful. She sighs happily. Thank you for everything. I rest my arm under her shoulder. Thank you too. I drop off Clara at her place and give her a quick kiss goodnight. Just like that. Oh, you're so wonderful. We drove in silence back to our place and nothing happened. Christ. See you tomorrow, cutie. I look forward to it. Does this mean we're dating? We know Farmsy's going to be there as well. When I arrive back at the farm, Orpheus rushes to the door to greet me. Whoa, girl, what's up? You've never been this eager to see me before. She paws at me frantically before running back inside. I follow her, confused until I enter the kitchen. Okay, we know this bit. Does anything happen when I see Clara? Steve, what's wrong? Something happened to her uncle, he's unconscious. I'll call Susanna, go back and wait there. Clara dashes awkwardly back into the house, and I waited for a few moments awkwardly before running back to the farmhouse. Orpheus paces with me, finally I am beside him. Yeah, I'm not sure that's true either. Oh no, Trent! Sorry, Steve, it's better if you stay out of the way. How? Okay, so she is here. Awesome. This is what I thought would happen. Hey, I figured you could use some company. Yeah, don't get any ideas. Yeah, thanks. She sits down on the porch and indicates that I should do the same. I sit next to her and stare at the sky. Hey, Steve, yeah? She takes my hand and gives it a squeeze. Everything's gonna be fine. Thanks. We wait together as the night grows dark. I don't remember much, but when I open my eyes, I find that I'm back in my bedroom. What happened? He's fine. Okay, so we know this bit, right? Skip to the end. Nah! Most awkward conversation in the world. Hey, about Clara. Jacob smiles sadly and shakes his head. It's fine. As soon as I heard her talk about you, I knew she liked you. Truthfully, I knew that I never had a chance with her in the first place. What a horrible, dismal thing to say. He opens a cupboard and pulls out a couple of bowls. I always admired Clara because of how confident and energetic she is. Man's Clara, alright. But admiration is only admiration in the end. Yes, well, I mean, I admire many people. Most of the people aren't... You know, some of them are dead. I'm pretty sure I can't really ask for much in return. I realise now that while I really do love her, it's not the way you love her. He looks at me with a smile as I dish out into his bowl of soup. This is incredibly unrealistic. And you make her look so alive. I'm glad you came here, Steve. Oh, God, there's that fucking cat smile he's doing again. So am I. Jacob and I make quick work of the soup. As he finishes the last few drops, he stands and stretches. Thanks for the soup, Steve. I wish I could stay longer, but I need to get back to work. That's fine. I'm glad you could come over. After Jacob leaves, I turn to Orpheus. This is... Yeah, okay, we know this bit. Awesome. Right, skipping ahead. Right, as I'm explaining to the father some things, Clara turns up. Hello, Steve, how is he? Susanna says he'll be okay. Oh, I'm so glad. Clara looks at my father, surprised. Oh, I'm sorry, it must be Steve's father. I'm Clara, I'm dating your son. Woo! Again, forward. Christ. Wow, as forward as always. Pops looks at me quizzically, but he doesn't comment. It's a pleasure to meet you, Clara. You too. She turns back to me. So what are you going to do now? I guess all we can do is wait. Orpheus enters the kitchen and makes her way quickly to me, keeping her distance from my father. I can't blame her. It's weird to think that when I first came here, she wouldn't even look at me. Yeah, okay, we know this. Okay, so this is the bit we know. That was the last thing to happen. We were dating. The surgery and the recovery went both smoothly. We know this. Clara and I are officially a couple now. Pop's convinced Uncle that it was best if he and Orpheus moved to a city near Los Angeles where they could live comfortably. Uncle was so impressed with my work on the farm he wanted me to take over. Farming was something that I really loved, so I agreed. Together, Clara and I managed to convince her father to let her go to college in San Francisco. Although she lives in the dorms there, she always comes back each weekend to see me. Thankfully, there are plans in a new railway that will connect Fairbrook to some of the bigger cities. Ha! Like America would do that. Clara can barely contain her excitement. Personally, I like the idea of being able to visit the city a lot too. In the meantime, I clearly have to stop fucking going to school. In the meantime, Jacob's been spending a lot more time at Susanna's flower shop. I think he's attracted to her sweet nature, and Trent is just as happy that such a responsible guy is helping her out. Marianne is now getting published regularly in a literature... Yeah, okay, we know this, don't we? Hey, Slowpoke, you gonna run with me today or what? Huh? Oh, yeah. Try to keep up. I could say the same to you. As I run along the now familiar trail, I can't help but smile. A scant few months ago, I was so lost with no direction and no love in my life. It seems like just yesterday I was dragging myself along this trail while Clara raced ahead of me. That stopped within a week. But now running with her, no, just being with her is my everyday. For a moment, I just stopped to take in the scene around me. Clara takes the opportunity to dash past me. You're slow. She calls over to me over her shoulder. Why, you? With a laugh, I take off after her. These days, I finally have a life. I finally have a love, and I couldn't be happier. Yes, Chinese proverb, how very cute. Bam! There we are. I said I'd get the true ending. I've got the true ending. Now, if you want to get the other endings, a link is in the description below as to where to buy it. You can figure it out for yourselves, and I would very much encourage you to do so. And check out Winterwolf's other games as well, because they're glorious. My name's ChrisTenarium. Thank you very much for watching, and this concludes Summer in Fairbrook. Goodbye.